Hi, I'm Kerz Kinetic, and this is Rocks. This is the third video on the dog philosophy playlist, and in it I make 3 assertions, with a preamble as a caveat. These 3 assertions are not intended to be statements of hard fact, but rather are ideas intended to trigger your own thinking about dogs, and to enhance your respect for them, and by extension for all animals. Dogs are not deficient in any way. They're not some type of primitive creature, and they're not missing bits that they ought to have. They are fully and richly right here in the same world we are. They see and feel the same world as we do. It's just that they experience it in ways that are relative to and important for being a dog in the world. And there's nothing wrong with being a dog if you are a dog. Being a dog is a perfectly fine thing to be. Think about it this way for a moment. The original canid type species and the original hominid type species both appeared millions of years ago and have been evolving ever since, with the canids evolving in dog type ways alongside the hominids evolving in human type ways. So I think it's fair to say that dogs have become perfectly suited for being dogs in the world, just as humans are perfectly suited for being humans in the world. This leaves out, of course, the way we've messed with their genetics, but that's on us. Let dogs be dogs. To view it otherwise smacks of anthropocentricity. And to be clear, allow me to give 3 definitions of what I mean by an anthropocentric point of view.
Come on, girl, let's walk this way.
1. Regarding humankind as a central fact of the universe. 2. Assuming humankind to be the final aim and end of the universe. And 3. Viewing and interpreting everything in terms of human experience and value. To me, humans are just another animal. But boy, we sure have tickets on ourselves. We always claim that everything about us is best and every other animal is less. But I'm not so sure about that. I mean, it's not dogs that have brought the world to the brink of ecocide with global warming and catastrophic pollution, along with a potential mass extinction event. Again, that's on us. Self-annihilating destruction doesn't seem that smart to me. The way I see it is that we haven't yet even progressed beyond a slave owner mentality when it comes to animals. I don't know, but we people don't seem all that great if you ask me. But, as George Bukowski said, I don't hate people, I just feel better when they're not around. I've got a sneaking suspicion that our human ancestors, with dogs and their ancestors, formed a symbiotic relationship way back in the distant past. And I mean a symbiotic relationship in the truest sense of the term. I think it's even possible that our very survival as a species was deeply, if not entirely, dependent on this symbiosis, that we might not have made it without the company of dogs. It's not difficult to imagine. Well, at least it's always felt that way for me with my own dogs. I've always kept close company with dogs. I make it a rule to never go anywhere that I can't be with my dog off the lead. And though at times it might feel like a sacrifice, this rule of thumb has kept me fit, healthy, steady and secure, and largely free of the superfluous, crazy consumerist mayhem that fuels the culture. Thank dog for that. And now I'd like to leave you with this final thought. I know a lot of people rag on dogs and use the word as a term of derision, thinking them to be dirty and bestial. But I've always pretty much been in the company of my dogs 24/7. We share the same bed and eat off the same plates, and the only diseases I've ever caught have been from another human being. See ya.
Good girl, lady.